Welcome to the Egyptian campaign for Et Impera 1.2.6. In the last part, we declared war on Armenia in order to expand north and secure a narrow front going east, just to show you on the map here. The idea is that by pushing out and taking Armenia here, that will allow us to have a strong defensive barrier against the Kartuli, but more importantly, it means that as we push east, we will push east on a narrow frontier and we'll be able to defend that and effectively act like a battering ram. Now, a further complication we've got is that Rome's at war with us and they are pushing in from the west, and I just noticed during the end turn that they've now taken Pella, which is a little bit of a problem in the sense that that means their navies will start operating in this area. So what I might have to do is build up the navy inside, so I'll have two navies here operating. But what I really want to do is keep the pressure on the Armenians. So we're going to keep pushing all the time now. We do need to keep this up as momentum. There's no artillery in this army, but so that's okay. I'm just trying to think which is the better one to lead the main assault. There's not a lot in it, to be honest. Actually, this can go down to this guy. Who are you? Have a look, see who you are. You're Macedonian nobility. Well, you're pretty good anyway, so I think I can send the family member in. He needs the experience. And of course, we're going to go in with both armies, so we're just going to encircle. And to bring you up in reserve. About here. Now, we are going to be fighting a lot of these battles just to try and keep the casualties low. This is 80%, that's 20% off the top across all these armies. No, we're going to have to fight this. I don't want to take that type of attrition because I want to keep the momentum going all the time now as they come out onto the battlefield. That could be interesting because they've got quite a lot of cav, and Armenian cav are quite powerful. And this rain, I don't really want to fight in the rain. One day I will do a campaign where I will always take what's first offered, but not in this series. I quite like this mound here. We got other armies coming in from this side. So what we're going to do is put the, I think we'll have the pike units on the top here, and then we'll put the spear units will defend the flanks, because they will get quite a lot of cavalry coming in at us once they get them onto the actual battlefield. I think we'll have the usual thing, whatever. Melee flanking forces in position. We'll have these guys this way. Bring you up slightly left of center. As usual, I will have my Tarentines on the right hand side. We're going to keep the elephants in reserve. I don't like parading those around the battlefield when there's cav around. What we're going to do is have the archer. Oops. No. The reason I put slingers on the outside and archers on the inside is the archers can fire over the melee troops, but the slingers are more effective with their flatter trajectory, just firing on there. So that's why I put them that way round. And I think that is about it. And we're not going to rush at them. What I'm going to do is wait for the other army to come in, secure this flank before we move forward. What I'll do is I'll send out enemy reinforcements approaching. Yep. Bring the generals up into a single unit. And what we'll do is start to bring you guys in. I'll guess that they might be up in this area here. What we may have to do is swing the orientation of the army round. Wait, stop messing with my cavalry game. I think we're going to bring this cav up on this side. Keep the missile troops concentrated, and we're bring this whole force up like that for the moment. In fact, I'm kind of a bit inclined to move you over onto this flank. I'm almost certain they're up in this corner here. We'll just move the Tarantines that way. Yeah, they're going to be up in these trees. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start to shift this around that way. Bring the second Tarantines out. Alright, let's form up this front line. Wow, we've got a lot of pike units in this army. Actually, I might have you on. We're moving back onto that flank with these guys. Cav push forward. They're definitely up in here. Up in these trees. Just going to be fun. We'll just move the forces in. Archers that way. I'm not sure why they were called levy archers. There they are. Right. Gonna move these up into position. Yep. Move you onto that flank. We're just going to putting together probably about the biggest pike line I've done for a very long time. You up to this side. I mean, when you're fighting with pikes, it's quite important to try and keep the formations together. Right, melee infantry.
Orders, my lord. What are your orders?
You secure that flank. Use come that side. Right, I want you guys onto down here so that you can. I think this is probably about the biggest field battle we've had so far in this campaign. So, cavalry's a little bit turned round. I have to remember that. Elephant, more elephants this way. The archers up. You come this way. Generals this way. Slingers. Why are you floating out on your own? Right. Let's just get the armies into position. Tarantines. Right, Let's get the full pipeline into position. Right.
Ready for battle.
You up onto this flank. Cavalry, break that way. Right, let's get the battle formation set up. Who are you? Move you up to here so I know who you are. But we'll flip you that way, that way. Heavy archers, slingers that side. What are you doing back here? Heavy archers, slingers on this side. It's very important when you're fighting really big battles like this with especially pike front lines is you take your time. Worst thing you can do is just do something like this, is grab these and then say just tell them all to move forward in mass, because with pike units they've really got to be able to brace. So what you want to do is move them forward, but try and keep the formation tight. These guys really need a speed on this side, protecting this flank. I thought I had one. There's only two of these. Oh well, we're going to have to protect this flank with melee troops. So we'll just keep the... I'm kind of a bit inclined to pull these guys back to protect the centre. Should the opposition try and break through. What I'm going to do is bring you up that way. I'm going to... Right, they're starting to come together now. Just going to keep the elephants in reserve. They're certainly taking up a very good position up here in these trees. It's going to be a bit of a problem. Right, we are now in position. I think what I'm going to do is just pick this line up. We're actually going to shorten the pike line by making the ranks a bit denser. You come that side. You come that side. You keep coming up behind. Tarantines. I think we're going to split you out. Put you with the Tarantines, but not fighting with them. In fact, I think what we're going to do is put these two together here. So infantry forward. Now we're moving into quite a difficult terrain with regard to pike units, with the fact that you go that side. Yeah, getting up through these trees is going to be a fun. Right, there's a bit of an overlap here. So I'm just going to put you out like that. What we're going to do is just push these forward and move them slightly to the right. You're getting behind. Come up in the support. Generals this way. Keep the flank tight. I mean, the AI is taking up a very strong defensive position here, which is going to make fighting in here pretty difficult. Just keep moving forward. What we're going to do is just keep moving these guys forward.
My lord, as you say, my lord.
Let's just get
We hunger for blood and
you stay there.
ready for orders. Riders of the devil. By your command.
You in that position.
Orders.
You can sit behind the melee infantry.
Heavy archers.
Do the same with these.
Quick march.
Get them in position. Whoops.
At speed.
Right, what we're going to do now is hook literally the entire front line. Move them forward. Again, we're just going to angle them slightly. And this is where you get into a bit of a dangerous phase, because they will suddenly come at you and your units can get caught out of position. We're going to be okay just for the moment. Infant.
Heavy archers.
Right.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
We await your command.
Right, just going to do a quick pause while I put, because I've noticed I've got one of these guys in the middle of my army, which is going to make putting these into. So what we're going to have to do is go through and put all these into. You're going to be the weak link, so I'm going to reinforce you there. I'm going to bring the archers in.
Ready and waiting.
Okay, we've got the Armenian cavalry coming in on that side.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Got some more Armenian cavalry. Where's my elephants? Right, we'll bring our cavalry up.
At your service. Slingers, by your command. Ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay.
Shock cavalry ready. Ready and waiting.
Tarantine, shock cav around the back.
Slingers.
Okay.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
More elephants.
We're going to be doing quite a lot of flashing across the screen here.
Fearless warriors.
You defend against this cav.
Missile cavalry ready. Yours to command.
You keep hitting them. Almost like they're getting themselves into a chevron. Okay. I mean, these are heavy cataphracts, but if you can get a flanking attack on them.
More elephants.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay. Right, we've got the cav off that side.
Ptolemaic cavalry.
How are we doing over here?
Citizen cavalry. As you command. Tarantine cavalry.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
By your command. Heavy archers.
Okay. Right, we've completely won this flank. Elephants in.
Ready to march. Warriors ready. Heavy archers.
Heavy archers that way. Tarantines that way. Slingers that way. Time to start wrapping the flank.
Slingers.
Right, these guys are free, so you can. These are slingers. They haven't got much more ammunition left. How are we doing?
Melee cavalry ready. Ptolemaic cavalry. General. Warriors ready.
Right, you guys start to push this side.
Heavy archers
Wait.
awaiting
Right, time to get the war elephants in. We need to push against their missile troops. General over here, we're not making... These guys have got tied up.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay. Yeah, the Galatians aren't really... Get you guys in amongst these.
Heavy archers! Tarantine cavalry!
Tarantines.
Riders advance!
Oops. Oh.
Stay on alert! War elephants! That for glory! Ready! Ready and waiting!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We've got here
Tarantine cavalry!
Tarantines.
Orders, my lord! Deliver them to their gods! Slingers! By your command! Tarantine cavalry!
Got to break that unit there.
The men are wavering.
Yeah.
Kill! Kill! We await your orders!
There's the elephants.
Ready for battle! For honor!
You break that way. Where's the Tarantines?
Cavalry, missiles ready. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Melee fighters ready!
I mean, it's only a slinger unit.
Heavy archers!
Heavy archers pull back.
Tarantine cavalry!
Where's my other Tarantines?
Missile cavalry ready.
Why is this guy not breaking?
Helelnic cavalry! Engage! Your orders? Order! Our orders?
No.
Orders!
I think we can afford to start pushing the front now. You guys can start to push heavy archers back. Right, these guys are starting to break. In fact, you withdraw.
Draw your weapon! Commander!
Keep pushing there. Slingers, you pull back. You pull back. What we got here? Oh, I haven't got my heavy cav in yet. Thought I was missing some.
War elephant! For honor! Legionaries! Break the lines!
Commander,
Tarantine cavalry! Engage!
Okay.
Yours to command!
I mean, the AI really use the trees to their advantage. Right, we've got units here that you're damaged, you pull out. You're damaged, you pull out. Time to strike a little bit of fear into the enemy.
missile armed riders.
Tarantines,
Orders!
Galatians. Oops, just run my cavalry into general in. What we got here? Well, this is a cav unit. I thought it was a. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to tell.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Right. Right, these guys are breaking.
General is dead.
That should cause a collapse in morale.
Swordsmen! Lead them! Cavalry! Forward!
In we go. Get our heavy cataphracts in. Wait, cut it out and go away. Oh, that was an interesting battle. 987, that's actually less than 20%. More importantly, what we've got is that our cavalry units didn't take us that much in the way of casualties, and they should be able to regenerate. I mean, our missile troops got a bit bashed up. Look at that, 232. I mean, elephants, if you use them correctly, can be very effective. The problem is that you really need to use them as a light hammer, not send them charging in head on into enemy units. And down they go. Somebody declared war. I wonder who that was. Occupied.
Ready for battle.
And what's this here? Royal Inspectors trading spice. Don't think I really need that. This is going to be a bit of a frontier town to start with, so I think what we're going to do is untax it to get the maximum benefit. I don't think I need that, and I certainly don't need that, so that's gone.
I lord.
What is the garrison at Khoron? Is there any armies down here? No, there's not. Right, what I'm going to do is move you up to the river crossing. And what condition are you in? You're in reasonable condition. So what we're going to do is double punch. And again, we're going to fight this to keep the casualties, so I can keep some of my damaged units out the front line. Here we go again. Okay, rain again. Rain again. Okay, looks like we might be fighting in the rain. Oh no, it's nice and dry. What? Oh, this is not one of my favourite settlements. This is like restricted choke points coming in. My instinct is to go in this way, because that is a restricted point there. So I'm going to come over here. What I'm going to do is make up quite a short front line. Actually, I'm going to have a front line like that. I'm going to have you there. General on that side. Actually, let's just bring up the damage units. Got Galatians you can fight, because I'm going to replace you with better troops eventually. We'll have legionnaires on that side, supported by Borax swordsmen on that side, Galatians on that side, and I think we'll have the pikemen behind. Tarantines are in good condition. You can support this flank. This is like a rock position here. There's a chance they may come through here. There's lots of obstacles on this map. Again, Sarissas, I think I'll put you with the general. Citizen Cav, well, have you out on your own on the flank. And we'll have the usual formation of... just put you this side, like that. I'm just going to start moving these guys forward, because what I wouldn't mind doing is getting to there, so that we've got an anchor point. I don't think they're going to let us get there. You can move that way. Tarantines, I think we're going to move you out onto that flank there. keep moving in.
Slingers!
I think slingers, we're going to push you right out onto the flank.
Yes, Commander. At the ready. At the double.
I think we're going to dispatch one that way.
Pikes!
I think we can move these guys forward a little bit more.
We'll kill 'em
I think
all.
we'll bring you in that way.
Romans ready for duty. Citizen cavalry.
Protect the general just for the moment.
Pikeman!
I would just like to get into that little gap there actually.
Spearmen!
I think the pikemen are going to be okay. We come into this way.
We are at your command. Quarantine
Quarantine's over there.
at your service.
I think missile troops.
Advance at need. Pikeman!
Okay, we got mixture of pikes here.
Commander! Pikes! We hunger for blood and battle! Legionaries! Melee horsemen!
Where's the missile troops on this side? Oh, you're way
By your command!
way too far back.
Swords! Heavy archers! At your service! Slingers!
Slingers.
Quick march! Pikes!
Into the gap.
Battle ready and
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
ready for orders! Shot cavalry ready!
Shot cav that way.
Pikes! At speed! Orders, my lord! Yours to command! Heavy archers! Loose!
Right, you're having an effect.
We are at your command! Heavy cavalry ready and willing!
You guys shift your focus onto them.
Legionary!
Right, cav, go in and be supported by.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Warriors ready!
Okay, they're going down quite quickly.
We await your orders! Ready for orders!
Nope. Stay where you are.
Pikes! Missiles at your command! What are your orders?
Right, Tarantine, we're looking to get behind you.
Orders, my lord! Commander! Yours to command! Melee infantry ready for battle! What are your orders?
And where's my general?
General!
Wait, what are you doing back there?
Riders at the double! At your service! Missile armed riders! Cut them down!
Coming round there.
At your service! Thorax pikeman! At the ready! Kyrie! Warriors ready! Heavy archers! Fire on the enemy! Pikeman!
Pikemen start to push the centre.
Advance at ready!
You guys come into that.
Citizen cavalry! Tarantine!
Our general is under attack.
Yep, I know.
Citizen cavalry!
Push this way.
Hellenic cavalry! Ready! Tarantine cavalry! Sword!
Hey, missile troops over here.
Orders! Break my line!
You guys start to push on this front here.
Hellenic cavalry! We are at your command! Hellenic cavalry!
Cavalry into the centre. You've got you.
Tarantine cavalry! Man at the ready!
Pikemen.
At
pikemen, and get these out, and start to get them to close in this way. Don't think I need these missile troops anymore.
All its ammunition.
Getting a little bit more bashed up than I was hoping for, but we're going to be okay. Slingers, don't get involved in the battle.
Understood. Ready and waiting. Citizen cavalry, and for glory. We await your command.
Pikes,
Ready and waiting.
form up.
Break the line.
Time to crush.
We are at your command. General.
Okay, it's starting to crumble on this side.
Tarantine
The
cavalry.
battle is turning in our favor.
Yeah, well, this will wait. Cut it out. Go away. Tarantines pull away that side.
Ready for orders.
You come that side.
By your commanders.
You're still in formation, but you can push this way. What you can do is push on them. Effectively push through.
Break off. Ready. Aye. General.
Right, these guys are breaking.
Tarantine cavalry.
A little bit of a charge here. Are you tired? No, you're nice and fresh.
Pikemen. As you command. General. To advance.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, these guys are breaking. You push through.
Yours to command. Missile armed riders.
Right, most of these units are damaged, so let's bring the Tarantines in.
Phalanx pike.
Right, that's it. End battle. Yeah, one of my Thorax swordsmen has taken a little bit more of a bashing than I was hoping for. But that's the way it goes. And down they go. Because we're going to occupy.
My lord.
General here's got. We'll keep that for the moment. We'll convert this to. This will give me a garrison of 15, 14. Yeah, I think we're going to keep this. Again, we're going to knock this down. The AI can make some very eccentric choices sometimes. So we're going to have a big knockdown session here. How big is Thrapsus? That's got a full garrison of 20, but there's no actual army here. Actually, we'll kill that while I'm looking at it. Right, let's have a look at these armies.
Ready for battle.
What can we get merc-wise? We've got here Armenian nobles. Wow. 2,000. Armored spearmen. Wow. Melee defense. They look pretty good. Because we can't recruit anything here. No. Oh, look at this. Armenian armored horse archers. Yes. We'll be getting some of those eventually. I'm kind of a bit inclined to get rid of this guy. If I merge you, and have to get rid of you, unfortunately. I'd love to have some Armenian armored horse archers in here, but I think what we're going to have to do is bring in a cell sword and promote you, upgrade you. And actually, come to think of it, if this army
At your command.
You're in reasonable condition.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
How much will it cost me? 333. Oh, I've got to do it. I just love my horse archers. And what we're going to do is push against Tushpa.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
Tushpa's got a garrison of 20 plus a single general. We've got 1,000 left. Really going to need to work on the defenses here,
Fight for you, my lord.
because the Romans are getting a bit close. Right, let me just check the messages. Who declared war? Right, the Romans are fighting Thinny. Academia has got that. It can't build anything there. Concealed army discovered. Where's the... That's a long way away. Problem. One thing I did start to do is bring this army up. I am going to bring this army up from a reinforcement perspective. What I'm going to do is send the faction lead. I mean, the public order here is brilliant. So what I'm going to do is just bring the faction leader down to here and put you back into patrol. And basically my faction leader is going to have to hold this area side here, and then we're going to bring this army up from a reinforcement perspective. Again, it's not brilliant. I think what we're going to do is just upgrade these and that. But these troops probably going to need to ring the changes and get replaced. Anyway. And I think this would be a good point to stop, because when we roll over the end turn, we're going to have to decide on pushing on Tushpa, and of course what we're going to do about Trapezos. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will continue pushing against Armenia, trying to find out what's going on. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.